I really need to get into the habit of checking my videos and how much I still have. So for those of you who don't know, because my iPad does not have a whole lot of storage in it, just to begin with, as it's an iPad, it's a tablet, it's not a computer. Because I have so little storage in there, I delete the video. So once I upload this, I'm going to delete the video. And usually I do that right after, but I've been getting very careless, and I keep forgetting to do that. And then times like, and there'll be days like today where I completely forget about it, and then I get the iPad storage full thing, and I get all angry, and I blame Apple and everyone else but myself. Then I realize, oh, that's because you haven't deleted the previous videos. So as I always said about this, if let's say YouTube, let's say I have a video game, like I show you guys a video game, I do a let's play of a video game series, and it gets demonetized by YouTube, taken down, not demonetized, it gets taken down by YouTube, and at that point, that's gone forever. Something like a comic haul, at least I can just show it off again. So like if they ever let's say I did a read through of a series for my comic haul, like I showed a lot of the artwork, I showed too much of the book, and then YouTube took it down. That's gone forever. I don't have backups. I can't like edit out junk and then upload that. No, it's gone. So, and if my YouTube channel gets deleted because YouTube has a terrible terms of service again, where I don't tell people what you can and can't do on YouTube, and everything I've been doing is wrong, and that too. Like, so, okay, I'm giving way too many examples. Let's get on right on with it. Bolero, drawn by the lovesick, the guy, the girl, Lolana Vecchio, the woman who did, saying girl sounded weird, the woman who drew and wrote Lovesick, which I got yesterday and showed that off yesterday, and written and drawn that, so I want to get this. It was the only thing she done by Image I didn't have, and I know it's not written by her, but it's really stupid. I almost bought it myself. I don't know why. This one I also might buy myself when I finish the series off again. I just love it that much, all that much. I like it a lot. And it'll be the only Karen Gillan book I need. It's volume 2 of Book Into the Fine. I probably won't do it anytime soon. So the next one I'm thinking of doing that too, and I was gonna do it this month, but I don't think I'll even do it next month. I have so many other books to get, and if they have all of Wayward at my local library, and again, it's interloans, I might as well get it here. Might as well save even the shortest one, because the whole reason why I might get Wayward myself is because all 6 volumes are pretty cheap through third-party sellers. All but one will be used like new. All of them I trust. So it's one of those things where you kind of ask yourself, why not do that? But then I tell myself, well, you have this book to get, this book to get, this book to get, that book to get, and it's all by one publisher too. So it's not like, oh, let's just get all the books from Marvel now. No, they're all from Image, and I kind of want them all. And most of them are ones that's like Volume 2 in a series, Volume 3, Volume 4, and actually all 3 of them, and it actually goes in order like that. Not the same series, obviously. But it's just so many conflicting. It's like, well, I could just, not get that again and get this. But it's like, yeah, but you're. And it's not quantitative equality. It's also the last Jim Zub book and for Wayward I would need, and the last Karen Gillan book for Wicked Divine that I would need for those authors from Image. So I like doing that. I'm a completist. I want to have everything the guy has done for publishers, and even if they have the series at my local library. But for now, I probably will just try and get caught up on my books. There's honestly a few books coming out this month. Oh, that's right. Sorry, next month in August I still do need. So there's that. One in particular, actually, I keep forgetting about it. I keep reminding myself about it. But I might think about doing next month, like I said last time, is getting the bigger books. Like there's two compendiums I want. Technically 3, but they just don't call it a compendium. And I might get that then, but it's also like, well. And yeah, it'll be a lot less books, but I don't really mind that. I won't mind that. Next up is Have by Grant Morrison. I would have read this more often, reread because these are all rereads. First 13 are all rereads, by the way. I would have reread this, but more often, but it's just so depressing that I couldn't bring myself to do it. It was too dark. I don't mind dark, but it's just too dark for me. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Volumes 3 and 4 of Trent Metropolitan. They have volumes 1 and 4 in my local library for whatever reason. They don't have volumes 2 and 3. And I remember they had volume 4, so I was like, let's do that. Let's do it 2 and 1 this time around. I had an extra slot, so I thought, why not? Volumes 3 of the New 52 run of The Flash and Teen Titans. And obviously, I like Flash more than Teen Titans New 52, but I still like Teen Titans New 52. And it just goes to show you how much I love the Flash run so far. Again, because I've read it before. I haven't finished it though. There's 1 or 2 volumes I don't think I finished, and it's of Brian Buccella's run. So I believe Francis Manapul, either it's Francis Manapul after Brian Buccellata or the other way around. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that one leaves after a while. And that's right. That's one I was not able to get. But I saw it on Gmail, so I'm hoping I can get it. If I'm indeed thinking the right volume. Might not be though. But even Teen Titans New 52 I liked. Again, like I said when I was reviewing volumes 1 and 2, if you ignore the fact that this is the same Teen Titans that you grew up with, same characters, whatever, I feel like you'll enjoy it. You kind of have to have your own headcanon for it. Think of it as an alternate version of these characters, which technically it is, because New 52 wanted to bring in new readers. It was the whole point of New 52. It was starting over. All-Star Batman Volume 3. This is spit out. Oh, I waited a long time to get this. They didn't have it. They didn't have it at the Lending Library when I put in the request, and now I finally have it. America Volume 2. One of the biggest regrets of getting one of my biggest regrets is getting this book, and the reason why that is because the only reason why I said that is obvious. But if you know about it, it's just a terrible book in TLDR. But I had wanted to read it again just to I kind of wanted to know why. I wanted to reread it with the mindset that everyone absolutely despised. It was the worst book they'd read in a while, at the very least. It's at the very least. And I didn't think it was the worst thing ever, but I didn't think it was the best thing ever either. Obviously, it was below okay, but above bad, that kind of that weird okay bad kind of thing in the middle. But so far I absolutely hate it. But on the flip side, the next volume I'm picking up is the rebooted version of America, and I like that a lot better than I did, obviously, the Gabriel Vieira run, and it actually did redeem the character a lot for me, and I think for others too. Frontline Civil War. When I get Civil War, I get Frontline right after, and that was no different this time. Yeah, if you like Civil War, you'll probably like that series. So that guy that I have, a new subscriber and new commenter, he had said he really dug Civil War. So if you like that, you probably like Frontline. I don't remember his name actually. I'm not saying his name for security purposes. I'm just saying I don't remember his name. It was kind of a long one too. Avengers Volume 3, God Level. This is Ali Kott's run, which I've liked I want to say 50% more than I did the last time. Last time it was 30%, so you can't go over percent how much you like a book, but kind of it doesn't sound right. But you get the point. Doctor Strange, Volume 4, Mr. Misery. Finishing off Jason Aaron's run. Wait, let's do this first. Yeah, there we go. Wait, yeah, okay. Lore Olympus Volume 4. They had this. I'm surprised they did because it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. I didn't expect them to have it that quickly. No Shroja sorry. No Shroja. It's drawn by Jason Latour, and that's the only reason why I got it. It was a Jason Latour. I just naturally assumed that Jason Latour wrote the book because I don't think of him as an artist. It's kind of like if you found out Stan Lee was an artist, and he might have, but he's more well known for writing than he is for drawing. Same with Jason Latour for me, at least. The Unwritten Volume 5. A lot of these I have nothing to say about them. They're just the next volume in the series. Future State Wonder Woman. They finally had this. I got the wrong book last time. And it wasn't a Wonder Woman book I got instead. No, it was Invisible Kingdom Volume 2. Nowhere does it say Wonder Woman on it. And what happened was, on the barcode, it said Invisible Kingdom Volume 2. Which makes no sense at all. Because how do you, pretend this is, Invisible Kingdom Volume 2. They literally this said, yep, this is Wonder Woman, and, no. It's not. How do you make that mistake? That's one of those things where you can't really, you've lost all credibility for making that mistake. There's no way you can make that mistake at all. So yeah, Future State Wonder Woman. I want to check it out because it's written by Becky Cloonan, and I was always interested in this series. Is it not go by chapter, or is that just Was that which is like was that part of like a material form? Maybe, I don't know. Yes, this makes it. I really wish they had Wonder Girl. Yep. Okay, so it must be like material from. When DC Comics does like material from, they won't show you the cover, which makes sense. That kind of is kind of weird that they would do that, especially if it says in this issue we find out Steve Trevor's new secret, biggest secret that he's been hiding from everyone, and then if they only collect the Wonder Girl story in that, it says it's an annual. If they only collect the Wonder Girl story in that annual, it's gonna be kind of weird to have the cover say, "Oh, here's learn about Steve Trevor's past in this issue," and it's kind of like, well, where was that? And it's kind of false advertising. I feel like a lot more people give DC Comics shit for that. And then you can avoid all of that once you don't put the cover in. I think that's the mindset they go, that's their mindset, which I understand. Because I'm the kind of guy, the reason why I mention that is I'm the kind of guy who hates it, absolutely despises it, when series don't have the cover right before the issue is. And some of them, like a good example is most of everything Robert Kirkman has written for Image Comics, nowhere in the soft covers is the cover shown. Yeah, it's sometimes shown in the, people text me when I'm filming. I hate that. But what's I saying about this book? Not this book. Oh, I was talking about the annual. Oh god, I got distracted. Whatever. Gotham Academy Volume 2, also remade by Clooney. Didn't like Volume 1 that much, but I didn't absolutely hate it, so I was like, the hell with it. I'm gonna get it, and it ended on a cliffhanger too, so that was like my, alright, I'm gonna get it. That was my deciding point. Terrible condition for this incredible book. It's written by Mark Waid, that's why I got it. And it's for kids, it's a kid book, I understand why, but look at all these huge ass blemishes, thank God. Like, I'm surprised that not only does the lending library still have this book with the terrible condition and things. I can't imagine this book's out of print and hard to find. But not only that, but also, why didn't the librarian just call? She usually will text me email me things about that. I'm surprised she didn't say that about that, because there was one book a long time ago they had said that about, and that was in much better condition than this book is. There's like pages that are falling apart. I'm not even sure this book starts where it says it starts. You know? But yeah. Terrible condition. Then we have The Unknown, also written by Mark Waid. I'm not sure if everyone liked this book, everyone didn't like this book. There's two Mark Waid books that people talked about, and I think, and The Unknown is the only one I can think about, because they said, oh, it's a 4-issue miniseries, I really liked blank. And as The Unknown it's a 4-issue miniseries, so, I don't know. There's also apparently an omnibus of the series, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look it up right now, and see if it collects any more. It's looking like, because it doesn't say The Unknown Volume 1, so I naturally assume, oh, that's because of the fact that it's all in one. But why would they have an omnibus of 3 issues? And why would they even call it an omnibus? Yeah, I know this is Boom Studios. They probably wanted to charge more for a hardcover, so they called it an omnibus and jacked up the price. But even, I don't know, even Boom Studios doesn't seem to be like that. Or it's an unknown omnibus. Yep, written by Mark Waid. Alright, it's taking a long time to find, because sometimes they don't say what's collected in here. Nope, doesn't say. Alright, so now we're going to do The Unknown, my comics shop, because that will tell you how many issues are in the series. But yeah, it was one I always want to check out. It's Mark Waid book. Oh, come on. Challengers of the Unknown. Omega the Unknown. Why do you guys be so difficult, my comic shop? / Google. I know this is something that no one's going to care about, but I just don't know. Oh, it's so small, too. I'm trying to hit one thing, but it's so tiny that you can't hit something else by accident. I can't find it. I'm going to say it's all in one. Even the omnibus is only 200 pages, so maybe there's like sketches and stuff at the end. You know, that kind of chunk, the kind of chunk I don't care about. Like, if it's the only thing that's collected in a hardcover version, like a complete collection of hardcover, is extra sketches, pin-ups, and stuff like that, I don't care. I'll just get the soft covers, especially they're cheaper, or more cost-effective in my case for Monstrous. Monstrous, for Volume 7, there's no hardcover, because the hardcovers only collect the first 6 volumes. So it was a no-brainer to get all 7 volumes in softcover rather than get 2 hardcovers and 1 softcover. That looked really strange on my shelf. Anyways, Feathers, written and drawn by George Corona. Wait, it's not. Jen Hickman does the... Oh, I think she just has the colors. Let's see. Yep, colors, exactly that. So it's written and drawn by George Corona, but colored done by John Hickman. And it's funny, Hickman. This is one I was gonna get. For whatever reason, I thought this one was also Image, because when I was looking up that other George Corona book I got, it was called Goners, and that was it, right? What am I thinking about? That was number 1 with the Bullet, because that was like, oh, same author. It might also be George Corona who did number 1 with the Bullet. But when I checked out that book, I had seen this on the buy all 3 for this price, and it's like, oh, why not check that out? No, it's not. I'm wrong with number 1 with the Bullet. The only thing I think I needed was I don't know. Anyways, the point is I saw this with it, and I almost got it thinking it was some Image, but I decided not to because it was for kids. I'm like, I don't like getting a whole bunch of kids books. I feel like there's a good example with Mario. I don't think I was gonna read that. I didn't think I was gonna read it ever again because it was kind of too kiddie for me. But when I'm checking out library books, I'm getting them for free anyway, so might as well branch out. The Punisher, War Machine, Volume 1, much like with All-Star Batman, it took forever to come in because it was checked out when I put in the request. And I kept forgetting to put it in. Oh yeah, very, very small digest size for Spider-Girl. This is like the tiniest digest size I've ever seen. I think even my Archie book is bigger than this. Maybe the same size. But it's very, very... The only thing I'm going to hate is the small print. But it's not too small, flipping through it when I did, but still, my god. But here is Spider-Girl. What pisses me off about this is they have the audacity to collect the half issue, which is in the complete collection, but they don't have issue 16, which is where the volume 1 of the complete collection ended on issue 15. And I thought this would cold line with the complete collection that they could do with Epic Collections and Omnibuses for Marvel, but they didn't. Yeah, very small book. I don't know why they don't have it just in your regular size format like with Ms. Marvel. They probably do, but it's just a library checked out from. So hopefully that's the only volume of Spider-Girl to deal with the smaller size. Ms. Marvel Team Up. One of the only Ms. Marvel books I've not read. I've pretty much just read her ongoing series. Nothing like she has a mini series I haven't read yet. She has a 2-issue Time with Dark Web I haven't read yet. But this and that is about all I've read from Ms. Marvel. And I just naturally assumed that my local library wouldn't have it at any of the interloans. Like any library would have it, and I couldn't get it through interloans. I was wrong. Cal Exit. Always want to check this book out. I have a pretty good track record with Black Mask, and I hope this will continue with this series. Now, one Black Mask book I haven't liked is Kim and Kim. And even Kim and Kim I don't completely hate, hence why I got Volume 3 and keep picking up the series. It's the it's the final volume, by the way. And the only thing I really hate about this book was its pacing. I felt like it got way too slow and boring at times, and they could have cut, like, up to 15 pages each issue, and it would have been just fine. But that's such a small, like I said about a bunch of books before, I still recommended it, so... I still like that. It's such a small, in general, a small complaint, but it does make a big difference for me, at least. I still if you like the. I would still say if you like, especially if you like Magdalene Massage's writing, check this out. Not as good as Uja Wuja, but so far it's just been okay, but I haven't completely hated reading it. Hence why I checked it out. Then we got Dead Dudes by Christopher Zavala. Put that there. Then we have Letter 44, Volume 4 by Charles Soule. Hopefully this is actually good. The last volume was terrible all the way through, pretty much just kind of boring all the way through. And volumes 1 and 2 started out terribly super boring, and they ended really good. So it was volumes 1 and 2 was working through the boring to get to the good. And but volume 3 was kind of like all kind of boring. Some of it was interesting, but it was kind of like I don't know what it is about Letter 44, but I just have not gravitated to it. I have not gravitated towards it at all. Man Eaters Volume 3, just one more of this series and we'll be done. Is this say Eisner? Voted for best comic for teens, so no. I haven't completely hated this book, actually. I actually kind of like it. It's well written enough, but it has this terrible message, but it's well written enough for me to keep reading it. Even though I'm probably the complete opposite of the target demographic, and they're making fun of me, probably. And then last, but certainly not the least, let's see what they say about the, let's see. Front cover has a few tears. Oof. Does it? Oh yeah, so many tears. It's coming apart a bit, but it's not like a huge deal. But last and certainly not the least, Beowulf. Now I had mentioned, actually I did not mention, did I mention it? So I don't know whether or not I had mentioned in my previous comic haul how, I guess let's stuff here too. I don't know if I mentioned in my previous comic haul how when I went to the bookstore when we were up at, I hope I did not say where I was. I might have accidentally said where I was. But when I went on vacation, my mom had said, "Hey, check out this comic stores near us." Because my sister and her boyfriend were leaving early without me. Usually they leave with me, but they left without me. And to make up for it, my mom was like, "Hey, you think they have any comic book stores in the area?" And they did, technically. It's kind of like they had like a few Barnes and Nobles. It's actually called Books A Million. But Books A Million, for those of you who don't know, it's basically like Barnes and Noble. They have everything. They have, this one did not have movies, but it had books and comic books and manga. And they had nothing for comic books. They had they had a lot of manga, but almost nothing for graphic novels. And this one was the only one I saw. And I didn't want to walk away with this one book. So I was like, let's even, and I remembered, I remember seeing Beowulf a lot of times. I was cycling through the ad for Image Comics. I had it. I was right. And here we are. I got it. Oh, yeah, there's a little tear here too. It's like very small blemishes, but yeah, I actually had mentioned that. To be fair, I would mention it too if I had bought this book myself, but only if I bought this book myself. And I don't know what that select one. There it is. And that, as they say, is that. 30 books to read. I got a lot of reading to do. I think I should end this right quick here. But what I'm going to do before is I'm going to count how many books are here. I was doing the math on the ride home, and I was pretty sure I was pretty sure I made to get. I was pretty sure I was, I tried to get 25. Because I get 25 like of these books, or it goes by issues. I read issue 1, 2, 3, and 4, respectively, of Man-Eaters. I'll probably just read volumes. I'll probably just read issues 1, 2, and 3, because I believe, again, they do this stupid junk where it's not actually a book. They make it look like a magazine or a pamphlet, stupid thing, which I really hate they do that, because it should be a story, you know, not what the hell that was. But I read it one per day for these ones, but for the original graphic novels, Beowulf being one of them, I read it all in one sitting, because it doesn't go by issues. I know it's a really weird thing to do, but that's the way I explain it. Even like Lore Olympus goes by chapters, goes by chapter 2, but it's all in one. So it's like, okay, I'm going to read it as is, you know? It's, again, very hard to explain exactly what I mean and what I mean by that, but there we go. Alright, so let's count it out. Let's count it up without further ado. So you guys can leave if you don't want to know how many it is. I'm pretty sure it's 25, but I'm just going to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I did the math wrong. Oh, wait, no, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Scratch that. So either the librarian that checked me out didn't check out all the books, or I'm doing the math wrong, because I'm subtracting 5, right? 4, yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did the math wrong. 30 minus 5 is 25. Adoy. Maybe I thought I had... No, that was the thing. I thought I had more OGNs than I did, regular books. That was what it was. So, who's the stupid one now? Still me, but... Alright, that's it. But it's present me, not past me. The next video will hopefully be... If all goes well, it should be, at least, the part 2 of Comic Haul. Then you'll get, complete July 2023 haul, and then you'll get, if all goes well, and then you'll get, hopefully it does, and then you'll get the reviews of all these books. That's it.